Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 14 of Ferda Tunez. I'm your host, Wyatt, and joined with me, as usual, is the boys, Liam and Gianmarco. How are we doing, boys?
Yes, sir. What's up, everybody?
How's it going, everyone?
We had a pretty good week this week. I think last 2 weeks at least. I want to splurge a bit. I saw me and a few of the other boys, none of you two boys, but we saw Elton John in concert. We're lucky enough to catch his farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, his finale tour in Toronto, and best concert I've ever seen in my life.
Really?
By far, easy. It swept everything I've ever seen, bro. It was like when you say like Elton John finale, like throwing it all, like everything, like he fucking pulled out all the stops. Like it was amazing.
It looked incredible to me.
Yeah, it did. It looked crazy.
Honestly, just like one of those special nights, you know, you'll never forget. I just feel so lucky to have been there. And, you know, I got
be in the GOAT's presence.
100%. I also got solid videos too, so I'm gonna be dropping a post about it on the Instagram. So look out for that. But getting into the news this week, we heard some tragic news just last night, actually, at the time of recording this. John Witherspoon, comedian, actor, passed away at age 77.
R.I.P.
Big R.I.P. Literally one of the funniest people, like, I would say, like, ever.
Yeah,
like,
hilarious.
fucking from Friday and from Robert Freeman on the Boondocks. Like, he's that iconic voice, bro. He's in so many skits, too, on hip-hop albums. He's a legend in the community, for sure, and in the culture, so he'll be dearly missed. A legend for sure in comedy.
Yeah, lost a big one.
Yeah, that was some sad news for sure. But in good news, we finally got Jesus is King, Kanye West's new album. We'll dive into it more when we're talking about the new releases, but it came and it went #1 in 73 countries. So, I mean, Kanye's canceled. Where? I don't know. But and he dropped an interview with Big Boy and Zane Lowe on Beats 1-2. I watched the Big Boy interview. That shit was really dope, man.
I liked it.
He's spitting like he's really wild and like he's really in the gospel shit, but he's like bro, he's like, I don't know, people who are like hating and like saying he's like he lost it or like he's crazy, bro. Like he's really like, I don't know, he's speaking from his soul type of thing. Like he's doing what he wants. I don't know. I think
he looks super happy doing all this shit.
Yeah,
too.
and he's
every
like
interview I've seen, he's just smiling.
Yeah. And like it's weird to say like Kanye's humble, but like in his own Kanye way, like he's as humble as like he's ever been, I think. Especially like in the Big Boy interview, like you just watch and you really listen to what he's saying. Like he's just doing what he wants to do. And
I saw a thing on Twitter saying like at in Jesus is King, the album, like he never used the words like I or like me or anything. Like he only used
he didn't swear at all.
Yeah,
there's not a single swear word on the album.
I was like, damn,
that was wild.
I heard a rumor he didn't allow premarital sex.
Yeah, like
if you were on the album,
he asked
weren't
people
allowed.
not to have premarital sex.
That's
who were working on the album. So, I mean, that's as religious as it gets. You know, he's really he dove off the deep end with the Christianity, and you know he found God. Cardi B was even saying like, "Yo, he found God," and people are saying he fell off. You know, like I don't know, but people are hating too much. I think it's like, bro.
He was on actually Carpool Karaoke the other night.
Yeah,
with James
I seen that,
bro. That
so
was
funny.
so sick. They did Jesus walks, and James Corden's just looking there like, whoa.
That was amazing, man. I don't know. He's an amazing guy. He's still pushing boundaries. Still the GOAT. I don't know. This is some I'm not happy about this news. I got this news this morning. The AMAs announced that they are giving the Artist of the Decade award to a woman, the first ever woman to receive the award, and that woman is Taylor Swift.
Really? So she's getting it before Beyonce?
Before Beyonce.
Before Rihanna?
Before Kanye.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, bro. Taylor, what the fuck?
Like she had, like I can see, like
maybe
why
for the
they
first,
chose her. Maybe
like for the first like 3-4 years of the decade, like she was probably the biggest artist like on the planet. But bro, the last 3 years, like aside from her fan base, nobody gives a fuck.
She wears short skirts. I wear tear shoes.
Cheer captain, I'm on the bleachers.
Yeah,
bro.
I guess so.
She needs to get back to the bleachers.
Fucking writing genius.
Bro, this girl really like artist of the decade though. Like what? There's so many other picks. Frank Ocean. I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I seen man's like, yo, Drake. I don't know about all that. But hey, that's the category. Q.
Q, yeah.
Schoolboy.
Quentin Miller.
I thought you said Schoolboy Q.
No. Working double
Quint-
time at Kroger. Come on.
Quentin Miller dropped album of the year, bro. If you're reading this, I don't know, man. But anyways, speaking of Drake, actually, it was his birthday like a week or two ago, I think. And the DJ at his party played "Don't Like," the Good Music remix. When Pusha T's verse came on, there's literally a video of it. A guy sprints to the DJ booth and tells him like, "Yo, stop playing Pusha T." This is Drake's birthday party. This guy's like, "Yo, get Pusha T off right now." Like that makes sense, obviously, but like it's just funny it happened.
It was, but like, bro, the DJ's retarded, bro. Like, why would you play
That's that shit I don't like. You know, everyone in the room was just.
You're at Drake's birthday party and you play a song with Pusha T.
You might as well just play Story of Adidon, bro. Like, just drop it. It's a surgical summer. You see Drake, no, yo. Just run into the bathroom like, yo. Oh, man. In some streaming service news, we're getting some old classics up. Future's mixtape Monster is now on streaming services worldwide. Codeine Crazy.
Super amped about that one. Codeine Crazy is like top 5 Future tracks for me.
Easily, I would for sure. Literally, like, I haven't like listened to this full mixtape since high school, like 100%. And other than like Codeine Crazy and what's the other fucking track on there? I'm not gonna be able to remember the name. That one was fire too, but I don't know. There's another one that was dope. But yeah, I literally haven't listened to it since high school, so I'm just hyped to dive back into it and hear it with like the good quality and shit. You know, is what it is. Rolling Stone has been doing a like interview series where it's like musicians interview musicians, and Ringo Starr and Dave Grohl actually interviewed themselves. And I thought that was really interesting. I want to watch it. It just came out this morning, I think, but they're talking about like their living lives after their like legendary bands and everything, and you know, losing obviously Kurt Cobain and John Lennon.
Damn.
That'd be a fucking interesting interview, you know?
Yeah.
Especially like Ringo. Ringo's just dope. He's a good like talker.
All the
thing.
stuff from the Beatles. That'd be sick.
Yeah, like I love even like I dove into a lot of George Harrison interviews a while back. It's just interesting shit. Yeah. It's so good. There's so many stories. Leo mentioned to me, I think last night, Megan Thee Stallion, Dave East, they're starring in Halloween. It's a YouTube series, like a horror series on Halloween, or about Halloween on YouTube. Tiana Taylor directed it.
Yep.
And, you know, we gonna check it out, see what it's about.
Saw a clip. It looks mad fire.
Yeah. I mean, Megan Thee Stallion, like, I'll check out, like, pretty much anything with her in it at this point.
Yeah.
I'm loving her, man.
She's been on everything. She was just on SNL this past Saturday with Chance
for real.
the Rapper.
Mm-hmm.
So it's,
she's killing it.
Her. She's blowing up.
She's killing it, man. Proud of her. P. Diddy dropped, I think he had an interview. He says he's in semi-retirement right now, and he's quoted saying, like, oh, is there really, like, a place for me in hip-hop today? And I see what he means. Because, like, just with, like, the young sound now with, like, the little pumps and all that. But it's also begs the question of, like, does, like, Dr. Dre, like, DJ Premier, like, those kind of, like, producers or artists that were, like, literally just, like, the definition of, like, 90s hip-hop, and like they're just kind of not really making music anymore, like doing their own thing, you know, obviously, but there's always gonna be a place for them. Yeah. But I don't think it is. They don't need to like Dr. Dre doesn't need to come out with an album every 3 years.
No.
You know, like that's what I'm saying with P. Diddy. It's like Diddy's been solidified. Like he can say like, oh, is there really a place for me in hip hop? Like there doesn't need to be.
No.
You know, that's what I think.
No.
I don't know.
That's
just
have enough traction when he drops.
Yeah, it's my perspective of it. And he's still like, he produced a track for Pusha T in like 2016. I think that shit was fire. So like, you know, like even like Timberland and shit, like they still get back in there. They still work with
Dre
like
was
artists.
working with Anderson .Paak.
Yeah, 100%. There's always gonna be lanes for everyone. I feel like, right? That's why hip hop is such a versatile genre.
Yeah,
I love it. Love to see the power moving, you know?
Yes, sir.
We got Iggy Azalea and T.I. beefing a little bit. If you don't know, T.I. basically put Iggy on back in the day. They were kind of like just doing big together, making a lot of tracks together, and now T.I. is just kind of saying like, yo, like, fuck Iggy, type shit. He's basically just saying like, yo, like she kind of like tarnished my legacy, and like he said he's trying to find a new female rapper to put on that can like redo what Iggy did. And Iggy's just like, yo,
He's
why
trying to
is this guy-
atone for his sins, bro. He's trying to atone for his sins.
He's on the Kanye
He's
wave,
trying
bro.
to give us one up so it evens out.
honestly. Yo, he could have endorsed Megan Thee Stallion, and that shit would have been popping.
Oh man.
But yeah, anyways, they're beefing, so
That's great.
it is what it is. In some announcement news, Madeon, electronic producer,
Jeez.
announced new album. There's the first 3 singles are out.
Jeez.
First 3 tracks on the album. They sound fucking good, man. And
Amazing.
there's a little trailer for the album. It got me really hyped. It looks
Yeah, bro, it's
he
good
looks
sound.
like he's going for like a really ambitious sound, like
yeah,
much
like a
more
different
ambitious
sound.
than his
Yeah,
last, in my
I
opinion.
agree.
So super excited for that.
Yes, sir.
Tame Impala also announced a new album and has 1 single out now, The Slow Rush. I haven't listened to too much Tame Impala. I've been meaning to check out their first album because
Shout
I've
out
heard
Aaron Menon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Aaron
Aaron
Menon's a big
Dumb
fan.
hype.
Yeah, big shout out to our boy
Gotcha.
Aaron Menon.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know.
Yeah, I listened to a little bit of Currents. So it was alright. I wasn't crazy about it, but I've heard a lot of good things about their first album. So, and I've heard a lot of like psychedelic, like it sounds like some 60s shit. So
Yeah.
like I'm into that for sure. And I'll probably check out the new album. Why not? It's his 4th album. Let's dive into it. We also got a new announcement very, very recently. Good friend of ours and first special guest on the podcast, Matthew Zeitler, has a new album called Smoke Signals coming out on November 22nd, and he just played us a few tracks. A few little snippets. Slaps. Shit sounded great, man. He keeps getting better. Keep getting more excited for the new tracks.
Parties, bro.
For real. Follow up
For the endorsed parties, or we play Zeitler.
100%.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're
You
slapping.
performed at my birthday.
Yeah, we're slapping your
yeah.
shadow. That's facts. Yeah, so check out Matthew Zeitler on the Instagram. He's always dropping new clips, sneak peeks, teasers. Super excited for the new album coming out. And moving on, we got new releases, music that is already out, coming back to Jesus is King, Kanye West. What do you guys think of the album? Let's talk about the music.
I liked it.
I loved it.
I thought it was really well done. I wasn't sure what to expect from him because like him going in the gospel direction was like, whoa.
Yeah, like just
I-
fully, especially like
Yeah.
with like every song on there is like heavy gospel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There were a few tracks that were like, Like I gave it a first listen, I was like, wow. But
Mhm.
after I re-listened to it, it was like,
Yeah, I'm still like, I'm like, as I'm a huge fucking Kanye fan. If you don't know, but I'm obviously like in love with every single song. But to me, this is like his worst album. I still think it's great, and I still think it's really strong and fun. But like I see a lot of the complaints people have with it. I see like why I don't like people who are like literally, this is a trash album. Like, bro,
yeah, I don't
like
understand
you're
that.
fucking lying to yourself. I'm sorry, bro. Listen to Selah, use this gospel, follow
Yeah.
God, bro. Those tracks are insane. The
Yeah.
production are wild.
Mhm.
I think the vocals sound amazing, but I could totally see some people being turned off by it. But it is a full-on gospel album from Kanye West.
Yeah, that's why like people were cheese. The people I don't understand people get cheese. Like we knew it was gonna be a gospel album, and he gave us a gospel album. Why are you mad? Like,
Yeah,
I don't
like
understand why
he's
people are
like he's
mad.
rapping about Jesus, and like people are acting like just because it's like such a change and such a focal point of gospel and everything that it's like automatically bad or like bad. It's like
Yeah.
not a, you know what I mean? It's and it's like, bro, like it's but like even the track like Hands On, I was huge about, and the On God, and what's the other one where he's like saying some pretty deep shit on there. Like he has some dope lines on there. And like Follow God, bro. Follow God is a slap. Like
Yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
That shit's great. So I'm a big fan of it. We're gonna dive into a review soon on Instagram. That's gonna be a big one. I'm gonna go off. But I don't know. I think it's getting too much hate. I don't think it's like nearly as bad or nearly even like close to like I would like, if anything, I would call it like mediocre for a Kanye album. But
Yeah.
like looking at it as like just a piece of music, like if I didn't know Kanye and I heard this, I'd be like, bro, this shit is amazing.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, he's reportedly dropping another gospel album.
I've been hearing
maybe
about this,
in
but yeah.
during Christmas.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
he hasn't kept up with his dates.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't expect another Kanye album this year. But he has been fixing some of the mixes on it, and the mixing was a big issue with a lot of people. A lot of people were saying the mixing was trash. I don't know. Wasn't too bothered by it. Thought it was alright. Some
I
choices
wasn't either, to be honest.
Some choices were odd, but I thought it all sounded cohesive, solid, strong, and fun, bro. Like, it was just a fun fucking gospel album. It was great. Just a jam. Moving on, we got a new track from the man, the myth, the legend, Frank Ocean, DHL.
Banger.
Fucking is a wavy track, man. This shit was ethereal as hell.
I felt like more like hip hop vibes from it.
Yeah, he was really, he was pretty steady rapping on there. Like,
yeah, like it was like kind of a different. Like I first heard it, and I was just like, whoa, like this is like different for Frank Ocean, in my opinion.
Yeah,
like
I hear you. It was definitely, it had that it still had that like chill, like kind of ambient, just like kind of, you know what I mean, like just smoothing, kind of just like the Blonde vibes, really. But no, it was definitely just like he was saying a lot of shit on here. It was like the perfect track he could have dropped out of just dropping a track out of the blue, especially for Frank Ocean, who never drops. Yeah,
that was a huge weekend for him. That weekend he opened up his own nightclub.
Really?
Actually, yeah. I forget where it was. New York or L.A.?
No, I think it was New York.
Yeah, in New York. But yeah, he had a club open up. He opened up his own club. So big
That's
weekend
fire.
for Frank.
That would be a fire club to go to. Frank Ocean's running it. Moving on, we got I think we mentioned last week the Gucci Mane Woptober 2. You're the only one who've listened to it in full, right, Gianmarco?
Yeah.
I've only heard the first track. It was, it sounded pretty hard.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was like the beat selection was like kind of like not weird. It just wasn't regular Gucci Mane beats. It was different. I've never heard these Gucci Mane beats before. Yeah.
I'll have to dive into it 'cause it's pretty short, but
he spazzes on some tracks though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down. Tyga, YG, and Santana dropped a new track, Mamacita.
Yeah.
Is that I don't know if we're okay. Wait. Before we go into that, Liam, what was the thing? Tyga dropped a picture of his Lamborghini, and everybody freaked out.
Oh yeah.
He was wearing the Travis Scotts.
He was wearing them?
No,
wasn't he?
No, that's a different picture.
Oh yeah, and
the picture of his
Lamborghini,
just his Lamborghini, and it was in a.
And everyone was like, "Yo, he's a troll god," and it just looked like a Lamborghini, like orange Lambo.
I thought he was wearing the new Travis Scotts.
I don't even think he was in the.
I
don't even think he was in the picture. And if he's wearing Travis, sorry, that's a L on Tyga. Why are you trying to troll the guy and you're gonna wear his shoes? That'd be like, yo, fuck Kanye. I'm gonna wear the Yeezys today.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I swear he had a pair.
This is the one with the Travis Scotts.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of.
We're talking about this one.
It's literally just a Lambo that looks like some Cheetos.
Oh, the captions rise and shine though, and Kylie Jenner had that video with her baby saying "Rise and shine."
Are you serious?
Bro,
that's what it was.
So the internet is
the caption.
Bro, people need to fucking get lives, bro. What the fuck?
If you want to know what we're talking about, go peep Tyga's Instagram.
This guy loves saying that he smashed Kylie, bro. We get it, bro.
So Tyga, he dropped a picture of his orange Lambo. This looks like some flaming hot Cheetos, though. That looks fire. But he's apparently throwing sub disses at Travis Scott. I don't know. And then he drops the song Mamacita. Travis obviously has a song called Mamacita way back. I haven't listened to the new track, though, the Tyga one.
I haven't either. YG's on it, though, which is
and
fire.
Fucking Santana.
Yeah, Yo, there's a video of Santana in the studio for that song.
Yeah, I seen that.
And he went hard.
He was snapping. I'm definitely gonna have to check the track out. That's a dope collab. Moving on, we also got 2 new tracks from Miss Selena Gomez, Lose You to Love Me and Look at Her Now. Haven't checked them out. Probably will hear them on the radio soon. I don't really need to check them out.
It sounds like I just saw tweets and shit. It sounds like she's talking about Justin Bieber.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
But she came out and said it wasn't really, and then
I don't know. Don't really care too much. They've been topping the charts, but that's Selena Gomez for you. We also got 2 new tracks from Coldplay and a new album on the way. Not jumping out of my seat for that one.
Their
Never been
promo
crazy
for
about
it was sick.
Yeah,
they put it in like their local newspaper, like the Wales newspaper, and that's like how they announced their album. Like, it was just a track list. I thought it was pretty sick, like kind of different album promo.
That's cool. We also got the Madeon singles, as we mentioned earlier. We also got a new, the third album from Mr. Rex Orange County. It's called Pony. I haven't listened to it. I don't even know if I will. I've heard a little bit of his music, and it just wasn't really my thing. He's collabed with Tyler, the Creator, a lot, especially on Flower Boy. But he's dope. He has his own sound. Like sounds like a dope songwriter from what I've heard, but just not really my thing at all. So check it out if you're interested. There's also a new album out from experimental hip hop, alternative hip hop group Clipping. There existed an addiction to blood. I hear this shit is like darker than hell. So I'll probably check it out when I'm in like a Death Grips type of mood. But yeah.
Oh, it's like Death Grip.
I don't know about. I've only heard one album from Clipping. I think they're self-titled, or maybe it's called something. I can't remember. It's like a white cover with a chain link fence, but shit was like maybe not Death Grips, but like less rock than Death Grips, like more hip hop, like imagine like Death Grips and like Wu-Tang collabed. I don't know. That's like just a few. Yeah, so I don't know. I'll have to check this new one out. But what would be our best new release of the week, boys? I'll tell you right now. Jesus is King. I've been converted to Christianity. I'm no longer agnostic. I believe now. So it has to be my best new release. Bro, when I was listening to God Is on there, that was like one of the best tracks for me. I think it could be like one of Kanye's best songs, period. But bro, that shit was like, bro, I'm about to start believing. It's just this powerful, uplifting ass music.
That's funny.
Anyways, best new release of the week for you boys.
Yeah, mine's Jesus is King as well.
Yeah.
DHL.
You going with the Frank, eh? That's solid picks. Two Kanye, one Frank for best new release. Frank. It's a good week. No complaints there.
Yeah.
No.
Zero complaints.
Yeah, facts.
100%. Moving on, since we touched on him a little bit, our boy Travis got a song out that's been still popping, highest in the room. Dropped a review on the Instagram that was big popping. Go check that out. We're gonna do our top 10 Travis Scott songs across all his mixtapes, any singles, any albums, obviously. We'll dive into it, boys. Ready?
Let's get it,
sir.
All right. My number 10, I got Nightcrawler off Rodeo with Sway Lee and Chief Keef. I love that track.
Damn, that was my honorable.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't put it in.
All right, what do you guys got? Number 10.
Number 10, I actually have The Prayer off Days Before the Road.
That was so close.
I love that track.
That's a great one. That's a classic.
Yeah, I got Stargazing.
Okay.
Rolling.
Number 9, I got I Don't Want Your Apple Pie, Mama.
Ooh. That was good.
That's a jiggy track, man. It's a great closer on Rodeo. Loved it.
At number 9, I actually have Mamacita.
Mamacita. That shit. That's a classic too.
I got Goosebumps.
There you go. That's a hit. Big track. Number 8, I got a Single Time Watch with Kanye and Uzi.
Ooh.
Fuck with that track heavy.
Should have made Astroworld. I actually forgot about that track.
Bro, because it should have made Astroworld, bro.
Yeah,
it would have been really top 3 or top 5 at least on the album if it was on there, I think.
Yeah.
But, you know, Travis works in mysterious ways. So, what do you got?
Number 8, I have Drugs You Should Try.
Okay. You got All Days Before Rodeo so far.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And it's a solid mixtape.
Fuck with it heavy.
And that's a good song. A lot of people say that's like up there with his best.
That song live was absolutely nuts.
I couldn't imagine.
It was one of the craziest things.
That'd be super trippy.
So
what do you got, John?
8, I got Rest in Peace, Screw.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you love that track. I hear you bumping that.
That's a really great track, man.
Yeah.
Sway Lee, come on.
So like the sonics on there are just, it's really pleasant. Number 7, I got the big hit Antidote.
Jeez.
Yeah, you already know.
Classic.
The classic.
Popping pills is all we know. That's a banger.
I got actually Biebs in the Trap.
Okay.
I got it. It's for my first slap in there.
Put Nav on. What do you got?
I got 3500.
Okay, that was really close for me too.
That's a banger. I love that track. That reminds me of high school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly,
that was a huge high. school track.
yeah, that is the definition of a high school track for me. Number 6 is another high school track for me. Gray. The sky is gray of DBR. I love that track.
That's a banger.
What do you guys got? Number 6.
Sicko mode.
Oh,
That was like
crept down the block, made it right.
Yeah, but honestly,
Cut
I
the
played
lights.
that song
I
so
bumped it
much.
there,
It's a
same.
huge personal
Yeah.
pick for me. So
I bumped it bare when it came out. Bro.
It was a hit. It was probably his biggest hit.
massive, yeah.
Yeah.
Number 6, I got Astro Thunder.
Ooh.
Wow,
There you
yeah,
go.
it's a big pick.
That's a good track. That is a good track.
sir.
Number 5, top 5 Travis Scott songs. I got Pick Up the Phone, Baby.
Jeez.
Bro, the only
That was
track off
close.
Birds
That
that made
clo-
it for me. I
made-
love that track
That was
still.
a
That was a
one.
close one for
Such
me
a
too.
good one.
I have Nightcrawler.
Hey, there
That
you
was a
go.
huge track for me. Bumped it
Right
up
at the
there.
5. That's a
Classic.
like
traps.
that's a rude club track. Like
huge, huge.
seriously, like just a disgusting
That's
track.
funny.
That shit with some headphones and
This
some
is a
weed,
club track.
bro. You're gonna go to
Imagine
space,
busting that in the club.
bro. I'd lose it.
Come on.
That'd be great.
Cool.
What do you got, John?
Jeez, I got I just put an 8 in a liter.
Oh,
Jolly went to him.
pretty sweet. Beebs in the trap. Number 5, yeah.
Yeah, sir.
All right. Number 4, I got Rolling, 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 Stargazing. That shit was best track on Astroworld for me. That shit blew me away. I
Yeah,
still
that
love that
was
track.
the beat switch on that was
Fucking amazing.
crazy.
Yeah, hard as hell. Super like psychedelic too. Just
Oh,
the
yeah.
fucking the sounds on there and just the hype is. It's just it's like a chaotic, just fucking mind fuck of a track. It's sick. What do you guys got on number 4?
Antidote.
Solid pick. That's
Yes,
definitely
sir.
a good top 5.
Drugs you should try.
Drugs you should try.
Nice.
Solid pick. Solid pick. This is a pretty personal one for me, and I always got shit on because shout out to Robinson and Cameron Moffat. They always said like, "Yo, you like this track? Yeah, it's okay." But Pornography, the first track off
Oh,
Rodeo,
it's a
is
banger.
my
Yeah,
number
it's a
3, bro.
great
That
track.
shit is amazing.
fuck with
I
that track.
I used to still think that's top 3 Travis songs. That shit is incredible opener to the album. Perfect. But anyways, I'll let you guys continue. Number 3, what do you guys got?
Apple Pie. Huge personal pick.
That's
Bumped
up
it
there. Hey, wow.
I play it a lot still,
I-
man. I
bro,
keep coming back to it.
It's hard not to. That's a really catchy track.
At number 3, I got Skyfall.
Oh, okay. At number 2, I got Skyfall.
Jeez.
That is that's such a
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
That, like what I was talking about before with just the psychedelic and just the
Yeah.
crazy, like that shit was heavy. Metro and Young Thug on it too.
Yeah, that was a good collab. That
That's
was a
a-
good collab.
That's a classic. That was a song that changed the game, I think.
Yes, sir.
What do you guys got? Number 2.
2.
3,500 for the dope.
Hey.
That's-
It was a huge high school slapper. I
Yeah.
think Wyatt remembers I bumped that in my basement at least 3 times a night.
Oh,
back in
100%.
High school.
Yeah, that was a great.
So-
It's a big track too. Like it's
Huge.
It's just heavy. What do
Number
you got?
2, I got Wasted.
Oh
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, did you see Jay?
Yeah, the go.
That's
Wow.
I love that track. I was surprised that didn't make it mine, to be honest. I love that one.
You could make like top
Wasted.
10 tracks just off Rodeo, and they'd all
Yeah,
be,
honestly,
like,
we could have
fucking
just
bangers.
ranked rodeo tracks. That would have been hard enough. Okay, number 1. I got
Ooh.
90210.
Oh,
That was
I-
nice. That was just like a quick, easy pick for me. Like that song is just damn near flawless for me. That
the
shit is amazing.
video too to go along with it was crazy.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
trippy.
Liam?
Mine's 90210 as well.
Yeah.
So was mine.
I knew it,
Hey.
bro. We all got
Oh.
90210 number 1 spot.
It's
Travis
hard to
Scott songs.
argue with that
it's
one,
his
to
best
be
track.
honest.
It's
Like,
his
It's
best
so
I think
good.
it's his best.
Such an ambitious sound. The vocal sampling on it is amazing. Even the beat switch at the end with
Yeah.
the piano. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that piano is like godsend.
It was
It's seriously like it's a heaven sent track. The way it, oh man, it's like there's so much I
You
could say
can't
about it, bro.
argue
It's
with
literally
I don't think.
yeah, it's a phenomenal track. So that's our top 10 Travis Scott songs. So
I think we had solid picks. We didn't have anything
think
that was
we-
wild.
yeah,
yeah,
I don't
I
think so.
I'm proud of my list. I like my
Yeah,
list a
same.
lot.
I
It's
like
very
mine.
personal. Like there's only
Yeah.
one Astro and one Birds track, but I'm not crazy about Birds, and Astro World is cool, but yeah, this is my pick, and
I don't
if you
know.
want to hate, We can go at it on the Instagram when it drops, right? I know there's gonna get comments. People are gonna be like, "Where's
bro. So next
I
track.
got
Where's Stop Trying to Be God?" That was close for me, actually. I
Yeah,
thought
that's
about
probably
that one.
top 15, maybe.
Yeah, but for sure.
What about his SoundCloud track?
What about Owl Pharaoh? Oh, it's in the garbage. My bad.
Wait, what? What track?
Owl Pharaoh.
Oh,
His first mixtape.
the one SoundCloud track that was almost close making it. I was gonna put it was Green and Purple. With
Yeah,
Cardi.
I
That
had.
was so
I would
close.
consider that one too.
Green and Purple.
That and A-Team I looked at
Oh,
too.
A-Team. Yeah. Oh, forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
That one's a banger.
Yeah, so moving on to our classic of the week, we got an interesting pick for you guys from our boy Gianmarco. Lead us off, boys.
For this week, classic of the week, I picked electronic album. So if you like electronic, you'll like it. It's a pretty popular album. It's called Selected Ambient Works, 85 to 92. It's by Aphex Twin.
Mm.
One of our Ferda's personal favorite EDM.
Yeah, this is
artists,
my
or EDM, electronic, sorry.
my number one pick for when we did our top 10 electronic albums.
Yeah, this is why it's number one. So you should.
This is my
like,
number one favorite electronic album. Period.
This is classic. Came out in 92. It has just. I don't know how to explain it. Like, how would you explain this album?
I would say like I wrote it down here
Okay,
because
Thank
bro,
you.
it's a hard one, right?
Bro, I was looking.
it's
I'm
a
looking
hard
at the tracks. I'm like, I love all of them, but I don't know how to explain this.
It's a hard album.
Like, never heard it.
Yeah, it's a hard album to describe because it's very varied, but it's also like its own sound throughout the most part. It's a long one. I think it's like an hour and 12 minutes or something.
An hour and 15.
Hour 15. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
13 songs.
It's just an experience, bro. Like long tracks, lots of instrumentals, lots of weird vocal sampling. I would call it like an ethereal, ambient, like trance and down tempo music.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of like there's. I wouldn't call it like ambient music because there's obviously like a lot of shit going on, and it can be like hectic at times, but for the most part, like it's so super chill. Chords and synths are just like lift you to the heavens.
Yeah. So just for anyone, there's no lyrics.
Yeah, for real.
It's all just
beats.
Beats. Yeah. And it's
literally like it's in the title. It's literally just selected ambient works. Like Aphex Twin just kind of just tossed this up, and this was his big breakout. And he went on to do some. Sorry.
Let's put him on the map. I think.
Yeah, 100%. And this like solidified him alone. Like people were like, "Yo, this guy's a legend already." For real. But no, and like he went to do some crazy experimental stuff and just switch it up on nearly every project he did after. And great shit, but coming back to this is I could listen to this album every day if I had time.
I could too.
Like the first 3 tracks alone, the percussion, the hi-hats on there, just
first 4.
God. Yeah, the 4 tracks. Xtal and Pulse Width are my top 2. Pulse Width will stay with me. That is like a soul-hitting track.
Those 2 tracks remind me of Mexico. Remember when we tried to pull the all-nighter?
Yeah.
And we all, except for you, but we all caved. And I woke up at it was like 4 a.m. And all I remember is fucking Xtal being played.
Yeah. Bro, it's a vibey album. Just really, if you're looking for something to just like kind of just toss some headphones on, lay down, and just like you want to just be taken away and just hear some beautiful, pleasant tunes to take you away, massage your brain a little bit, this is the perfect album for it. In my opinion, Selected Ambient Works, 85 to 92, Aphex Twin, god tier album.
Yeah, go listen to it.
Probably my like top 30 like albums of all time, like period. I love it so much. So that is pretty much all for our segments today. There is a quick little discussion I saw on Twitter this morning. I wanted to just see. I think I know what we're saying. Liam, maybe. I don't know. But I saw this guy tweeted. Basically, I think I have the tweet right here. Never mind, I don't. But he said, he's like, Damn is way better than 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Are y'all ready to have that conversation? And Bearmans were like, nah, but yeah, agree, disagree. Damn by Kendrick Lamar versus 2014 Forest Hills Drive by J. Cole. I'm putting Damn.
Yeah.
I'm a way bigger fan of Kendrick. It's just a very easy pick for me.
Yeah.
I can kind of see it, but to me, Forest Hills Drive just doesn't. It comes a little close, but there's just a few tracks on there for me that are just way too weak.
Yes, sir.
What are you saying though, Liam? You're smiling over there.
Like Forest Hill Drives was like the only J. Cole project I fuck with, and the fact that it kind of went like double platinum, no features, like gives it the edge. Like fuck man, this is fucking tough. Obviously, like now I listen to Damn a lot more, and I'll probably give it the edge, but I stand with the people that say like Forest Hill Drives as well, because it is a very strong album.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Oh man, that's a fucking tough argument.
That is a tough argument actually,
Like,
but
if you think about it,
the thing is, like, most people would say Damn is like Kendrick's like weakest, or Section 80 if but like 2014 Forest Hills Drive is like always J. Cole's like best. Like everyone says like that's his best.
It's
like
definitely
pretty
his
much
best.
by far. Like Kendrick has two much better albums than Damn. So
Yeah.
like,
if this was
how
like,
are we still having the Kendrick versus J. Cole
That's what I was
argument?
about to
then
say.
if men's are
Fuck
like,
bro, no, we don't need to worry about those two. We need to worry about. I don't know if man's are ready to have the discussion that Kendrick is light years ahead of J.
oh,
Cole.
100%,
Like
100%.
Man's are not ready for that discussion.
this is
bro.
facts. Some mans are ready, but some mans aren't, bro.
Some people still standing with their J.
Bro,
Cole.
some people like,
sold out ACC, bro. How the fuck does J. Cole sell out ACC?
I don't know.
Well, he has a
We
huge
need- I
following.
need to meet these people.
Have you
These are
seen-
the people I need
Have
to
you
meet.
seen his fans on Twitter? It's
He-
the wildest
his fan
shit
base
I've ever
is
seen.
his fan base is insane. Like his fan base,
Crazy.
the craziness that his fan base carries is like the same with like Logic and Eminem, Drake, Hobson, like Jordan Lucas, those guys who are like, yo, you think he's not the best artist of all time? You're fucking chop. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, bro. Like, you know, it's just that's what J. Cole fans are like. I feel like most part, and I just think he's very overrated because he doesn't deliver half as much good music as all of his fans make it seem like he is. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If I heard of all of his fan base, I was talking to all of them, I'd be like, bro, this guy's a fucking goat. And then I'd listen to it, I'd be like, this is all right.
Like J. Cole is so fucking inconsistent, man. Because I remember, was it For Your Eyes Only? Was the one after Forest Hill?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it coming out. I was hyped because I just like getting
Mhm.
over the Forest Hill Drive hype,
Yeah.
and it was trash.
Yeah, it was.
So
That was a very boring album to me, just so weak.
I
Aside
can't.
from the last track, but
I
To each is
can't
their
say-
own.
Yeah,
yeah.
I can't say a Kendrick album has been completely trash. Not even trash in general. So you know,
Yeah.
like his
And I wouldn't even,
consistency is
like-
so much stronger.
Yeah, and there's like not. I don't know if there's any Kendrick tracks that I would call trash. Like,
No.
songs like
It's just so he's
Like,
just
just-
so more consistent.
yeah. So I don't know. I guess it turned into a Kendrick versus J. Cole debate. But the mans who say like, oh, like J. Cole and Kendrick are like at the top. Like, I don't know, man. Kendrick's at the top, and like.
Yeah, he's holding
Like
that
right
down.
now,
down
of like
everyone
like
else.
rappers this decade, like if we still want to call it new school, I know people were calling it new school back in like 2014, but like Kendrick still got it, bro.
I can't
Yeah.
wait
He's
for
held it.
his next project.
Yeah,
I hope it drops
100%.
next year.
100%. So, anything else we want to add to the people out there?
I got like a funny tweet from Vince Staples here.
Oh, Vince Twitter is funny. What you got?
Just about Jesus is King. He's just like, I appreciate Kanye's love for Christ, 'cause that's how I feel about Crippin'.
Oh, I see Schoolboy Q retweet that. Schoolboy Q retweeted that. No crap.
Bro, that by far the funniest tweet I've seen for Jesus is
Kanye's
King.
been getting a lot of support too on Twitter. Like a
Oh.
lot of hate and a lot of support on Twitter, but like a lot of like big
Big
names
names
are
are,
like
like,
coming
backing
out and
him,
being
yeah.
like, yo, like y'all are chopped this album. Like Timbaland just tweeted like, yo, what are y'all listening to? I'm bumping Jesus right now.
Isn't he on it? Yeah, he produced.
Timbaland?
Yeah, did he produce a track?
I
Am I
don't think
chopped?
so.
Yeah, I'm chopped.
Pierre produced 2 tracks or helped produce 2 tracks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know
what-
about Timbaland. I didn't hear, but yeah. And then this guy from the Underachievers who works with Flatwood Zombies a lot tweeted.
Underachievers.
I loved his tweet. He was like, "Yo, y'all are like talking about this album and everything, but like he's like, yo, this album is literally helping me get through life right now." And I'm like, yo, I feel that just 'cause like Yay, his last album, like I feel like that album, like I would have tweeted that about that album. Like that album helped me like with a lot of shit, and it's just 'cause it's so. The lyrics are so powerful to me.
Yeah, he's coming.
Just like from like where he's coming from,
yeah.
and it's just such uplifting music, you know. It's just, especially with this one, just the vibes are so good, the love, the like, even if like I'm not a I'm not a big God guy. I'm agnostic, but it just gives you, I don't know, it gives me like hope in a way or some
Gives
shit.
you,
Like
like,
it
a
just
perspective
it does. It gives you that like uplifting, like, you know, if he can go all the way with Jesus about this, like I can, you know, I don't know, it just gives me a lot of inspiration. Maybe it's just me, but clearly it is not everyone. Some people are calling this shit garbage, but you're chopped. Listen to it again with some good headphones, maybe smoke a little something, get those vibes deep.
Yes,
But
sir.
shit, man, I don't know, I think it's a great album, and reviews coming soon, more on the Instagram coming soon. Follow us on Instagram, obviously, Twitter, Facebook, at Ferda Tunez with a Z. We're always getting content up on there, and we will see you guys in 2 weeks, next Friday. Or you know how it goes. Bye, guys. Have a good one.
Nobody, you been working hard. I've been on your IG page lurking, huh? New booby job, now they perfect. 6 weeks off, it was worth it. Baby got that damn talk.